What's up, SPPTV subscribers? Today I'm going to show you how to make a custom hood for more air ventilation. Just kidding. This hood is from a vehicle I flipped a while ago, me and Clayton. I needed some pieces of scrap metal to finish up doing the bodywork on the black truck. This thing wasn't selling on Kijiji. Paint is peeling, and once I'm done filming this, I'm gonna have to try to get all this back structure off here. Not sure how that's gonna go, but I'll let you know in the next video. Since I haven't really made any video of what I've been doing on this thing lately, thought I'd give you guys a walk around and show you what else I got done. Same thing I showed you on the other side. This side turned out a little better because I took my time, fitted it better. And as you can see, the gaps are tighter, it was easier to weld. Here's the driver's side, which you've already seen if you saw the other video, but this would be new to you. I replaced this cab corner. As far as I can remember, this is only the second time I've ever replaced a cab corner. I'm fairly pleased with myself because I think it looks good enough, at least for a $700 truck anyway. You can see in here, I tried to make it flow really nice, not look all cut up and weird. I still have to fiberglass it and finish it.
Overall, like I said, pretty pleased. Fits pretty nice. This piece was from Rock Auto. I believe I paid $30 for it, maybe 40.
After I did that cab corner, I came to this front fender here and did this piece. You would have saw another video is rusted out. I used a piece of the cab corner that I cut off there for the channel. It wasn't rusted out, so I used that piece. You can see, same thing, just patch, welded in there. Then used the scrap piece I had to fill in the wheel lip part that was missing. I'm not looking to restore this $700 truck to factory mint condition. We're just looking to make something that looks half decent and that can get me around in this shitty Winnipeg winter. Like I said in the last video, I really have to hurry up with this thing because it's 2 degrees right now in Winnipeg. In Fahrenheit that works out to 36 degrees. It's a little chilly. Since it was kind of rainy and wet yesterday, I didn't really feel like getting out the welder and doing that kind of stuff. So instead I just fixed this third door handle, as you can tell by the mismatched hardware. Mint. The bottom latch on the third door was actually rusted shut when I got this truck. I hope no one else runs into that problem because it's really not fun and I couldn't even tell you what to do. I basically just beat on it until it came apart. See right there is rusted to that. So I got it apart and yeah, handle, mismatched bolts, everything works now, good to go. And the tailgate I did yesterday. You might have noticed this truck didn't have a tailgate on it at all before. This one isn't the original one, if you can tell by the different pinstripes. And it's fairly beat up, but surprisingly, it went on and it actually works for a $700 truck. I mean, what more can you ask, right? I started on the last rusty piece of this truck today. Got the passenger side cab corner cut off there, and the rocker also needs to be replaced. As you can see, I've cut off most of the rust there. Still have to deal with some of the inner structure, but the outside shell that was rusty I've cut off and got out of the way. I also cleaned up the interior and got rid of a lot of the junk that was in here yesterday. So the idea basically is to turn this piece of a hood into a rocker for that. Easy, right? And because Rock Auto misshipped me the cab corner for this side, I'm also going to have to use the scrap to form some sort of cab corner, which will be a challenge. But hey, I mean, $700 truck, right? Doesn't have to be mint, just sealed up and good to go on the road. I'm going to put these scrap pieces I cut off the Jimmy hood in here for the night. If you haven't heard, acclimating your metal to the project you're going to be welding it to is super important. Like if you cut stuff off a different truck or whatnot, if you try to weld it on there too quick, sometimes it just rejects it and it won't weld, and yeah, I'm totally just kidding. Did anyone actually believe that for a second? If so, leave a comment. I know what you might be thinking. Why did I do this work and not videotape it like I did the rest? Well, I figured you guys had seen enough cutting and welding and grinding and fast motion clips of that, and it's basically all the same process as this. You want to cut out the rust, get a piece of metal to replace it, clean the paint off the edges, weld it, fit it really nice. All the same thing. With a panel you buy, it's even easier actually. With a panel like this, not really any fitting or customizing to show because they basically go right into place. It's important to remove all the rusty material, but more so just anything that gets in the way of the panel fitting. I assume turning pieces of a hood into a rocker and a cab corner might be slightly entertaining and maybe a little bit informative. So I'll try to get that on video tomorrow when I do it. It's cold as shit out here, so I gotta hurry up and do this. The temps are only going down further. This thing's gonna be awesome to drive through winter. Nothing beats a loud V8 truck to rip through the snow and blizzards. I'm in the shed now because it's cold. Hashtag shed life. Welcome to the new subscribers. I check that stuff every day. See the channel growing shows that I'm doing good, or at least doing good enough. or maybe so bad that you guys can't turn away, like a car crash. Not always stuff like this, cutting up rusty trucks, obviously. This is kind of like a side project. Usually we're out racing, doing burnouts, building turbo LS shit horses, things like that. But getting a winter beater ready for winter, especially in the northern states and Canada, is probably a big part of every hot rodder's life. You're not driving your nice car through winter, so you're going to need to buy something cheap and fix it up. Fun new rusty adventure every single year. I assume someone's getting entertained, maybe something learned. And more than anything, I just like the idea of, if you can watch me or some other YouTuber do something like this, maybe it'll give you the confidence and encourage you to do something yourself in your own vehicle. It's obviously a huge money saver to do your own repairs on your own vehicles. I like to do it just because I don't like anyone else touching my stuff. Maybe trust issues come into play. But it's also really good to have a good understanding. Even if you don't do everything yourself, to have an understanding so when you go to the mechanic and they tell you the bunch of bullshit and the tons of money they want you to spend, you can tell them no, and you have a better idea of your own, what's going on in your own vehicle. And if you don't know it all, I'm sure there's someone you know that has interest in cars and can probably teach you. And anyways, I'm going off topic here. I'm not a huge fan of putting my stupid boring face on camera, but when it comes to saying thanks to you guys for everything, all the subscribers, all the support, all the likes, the comments, I think it just comes across better saying it rather than putting text at the end of the video. Just so you guys know, the likes are kind of important. A lot of people don't know it, but it puts our videos higher in search results, puts it in suggested videos for other popular videos, so it helps get the stuff out there and show other people all the crazy fun stuff we do. I know I mentioned something about likes in another video once and it got like tons more per the views that it got than any other video. So just saying, if you got the time and if you liked it. If you have any questions about what I've done so far, the work or techniques or welding, bodywork, any of that stuff, you can always leave a comment in the comment section below any video, or hit us up on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, all at SPPTV on YouTube. Tomorrow we turn a hood into a cab corner and a rocker in freezing cold weather. Later guys.